Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today we're going to be covering some awesome patch notes that they just dropped for Season of Discovery Phase 6. This is pretty cool because it shows that the dev team has not given up on SOD. While the player base might be, playing fresh as well as SOD or just playing one or the other, it shows that they do still care about SOD and they are making it. So I love to see that and that they're coming there. But before we get to the video, guys, we just hit 13,000 subscribers on YouTube, so I just wanted to say thank you. It's always a nice milestone. Every 1,000, I don't know, it just puts a smile on my face. It gets me super excited. You don't get a plaque or anything. I think you get your first one at 50K or something, but we'll get there one day for sure. But I just wanted to take the time to thank you guys. It's always cool to hit those milestones. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm going to switch it over here to the blue post, and we're going to dive right into it. So right here we have Samantha Swiftwolf will no longer patrol during the Blood Moon event in Stranglethorn Vale. So she's just a Horde Tauren that patrols. So I don't really know if she trolls the Alliance or something like that, but she no longer patrols. I'd imagine she might count as a DHK, and that might patrol some Alliance people. Not too certain on that. The AQ Commendation World Buff consumes now only apply Dragon Slayers, War Chief, and Zandalar's buffs to pets as intended. So it's giving them full world buffs to pets, which is pretty OP. The world buff consumes the war effort changed cost to 50 was 100, so we discovered that yesterday when we were going over it. Hunter kill shot cooldown reduced to 12 seconds was 15. Kill shot bonus damage increased to be 20% higher than aim shot. Weapon damage component unchanged at 100% of weapon damage. AQ range 2 piece now decreases the cooldown on kill shot by 65% when targets are between 20% and 50% health. Was a reduction of 50%. So a lot of changes to kill shot to make it work. Mage, this is probably the craziest change you'll ever see. Fixed an issue at the Force are set for Arcane for players who did not have regen or best regen runes equipped. So that's good. You don't want it to just simply not work because you don't have a specific rune on. Now Rogue getting a ton of changes. Just a Flush rune now reduces your dodge chance by half. Evasion still provides its full effect of 50% dodge. Just a Flesh wound now reduces physical damage taken by 30% was 20%, plus an additional 1% per 12 defense above 300. So that's really good to see the defense above 300 thing, because that's what all the tanks get something like that. Like Bear gets attack power every time they use Mangle. Threat generated from unfair advantage has been increased 50% to compensate for it triggering less often. Main Gachet now generates 300% threat on impact was 100%. Main Gachet now has a 15-second cooldown was 20. Main Gachet now provides a 200% threat increase to Sinister Strike was 150%. Main Gachet now provides the Sinister Strike threat increase for 30 seconds was 10. Since before the introduction of rogue tanks, we had foreseen conditions where they might become untouchable by melee tanks. While this was the core to the original rogue tank fantasy, it's not sustainable or healthy. We're reducing the avoidance and adding more consistency with damage reduction so that rogue tanks can still tank, and we're increasing the incentives on wearing defensive gear while decreasing the incentives for wearing damage gear. Players can use Main Gachet in situations where they feel they want to actively mitigate incoming damage instead of using it to maintain a buff. We're planning to make additional adjustments to rogue tanks as well as other classes and set bonuses in AQ prior to its release. So that means we still have 2 weeks where we are going to see a ton of changes for AQ gear and stuff. That's really interesting that they plan on doing that for other classes too, not just making the new niches work. But rogue tanks, let me know if that makes you happy and what's going on with them. From a raid leader perspective, all I know is you took them if you were trying to parse it because they did so much damage and could tank at the same time. That got nerfed when we went into BWL, and I haven't really heard much from any rogue tank at all since then. So if you guys have any idea, let me know in the comments below, because I don't play rogue or know too much about rogue tanks. Shaman shield mastery will now provide 4 spell power per defense point was 2. So Shaman Tank, that's a massive DPS boost for Shaman Tanks. Shaman Tank 2-piece set can now also trigger from Lava Burst and Molten Blast. AQ Shaman Tank 4-piece bonus now also increases all threat generated by 20% and all damage done by 10%. Warlock, haunt duration increased to 15 was 12 seconds. Unstable Affliction's base damage before spell power increased by approximately 120% over its duration. Feedback damage from being dispelled remains the same. AQ damage 4-piece set now increases fire damage by 5 per stack, stacking up to 2 times, was 2% stacking up to 5 times. AQ 2-piece now also increases Shadow Bolt damage by 10% and now also allows Chaos Bolt to trigger improved Shadow Bolt talent. That is insane. That is massive, actually. Like, that allows them... I wonder if they have to be talented into it, or if every lock with Chaos Bolt can just proc that, because that is a huge implications for Raid, because you always want a Warlock doing that, so your Shadow Priest can pump. So, that's a big buff. AQ Tank 4-piece now allows the effect of Demonic Sacrifice to persist while having an active pet, as long as the Warlock does not resummon the sacrifice pet. Warlock still may only have one Demonic Sacrifice effect. Demonic Grace can be used while Warlock has no active pet. So, really big changes. I love to see these. I love to see that they're taking the time to fix them for Assad. We have a few replies here from the people. This dude said, when does it go live? She was literally still patrolling as of last BM event 7 minutes ago. This was 13 hours ago, so they probably go live either today at reset time. Are you going to lift the raid cap for AQ, Flex, Raid, and BWL and MC was great, and now you have capped it again? Still nothing about Druid nerfs. So apparently Druids, either they want Druid nerfs or Druids didn't get nerfed. This is interesting. It feels so weird to cap it at 25 and 15. I personally agree with this. It doesn't hurt anyone to have it at 40 and 20. Like, it doesn't hurt anyone. It doesn't affect them. It literally is just to spite people who do it differently. And there's really no reason to, because the only people doing 40 are the casual guilds that RP and play the game that way. Like, it's just literally hurting a group of people that don't need to be hurt for no reason. So I really think they should change it back to 40 and 20. The only reason I care is for the 10-man. It forces your 20-man groups to split into 10-man splits, which is very min-maxing and very elite. Obviously, they are designed to do them with 10-man, but you don't have to do that. We didn't do it for all of ZG. We just blasted BWL as 20. We blasted GG as 20. With the loot increases, it was not that bad at all. And the 10-man versions resetting every 2 days just is crazy. So it's wild to me that... this is how they do it all, and it's, I don't get that change. It just seems so out of touch, and it really hurts the people who actually did 40-man raiding. While I saw Agron tweet out a few stats on it, it's just like, I don't know. I don't see any purpose for this change at all. Let people blast. The people who are parsing and stuff, they're going to do 20. Every way that we measure ourselves on Warcraft logs for competition and any sense of that uses 20 people. So, like, let people have fun. You're just literally taking away fun to take away fun, and that's never a good thing. But anyway, guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Would love to hear from your thoughts and opinions down below. And until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.